It's been tough. It's been tough years. When they closed my sister's developmental center, the first one, and I mean, when they announced closure, it was devastating.
Yeah.
Families were devastated. I remember being on the grounds, on the weekends and seeing families there. A lot of families would come together with the little kids, bring the little tricycles, and because most of these facilities they're like campuses. They're beautiful grounds. You're like at a park, and they come and spend their Sunday afternoon there. And knowing the routine and knowing how the whole family was involved, that these closures affected so many people, and not just the individual being moved, but the whole family. I mean, they closed down. They closed down. We had cottages, and each cottage was sort of had, it might be set up a certain way. Like we had one cottage for individuals that were blind or blind and deaf, and they were going to move this entire cottage. They had to move this when closure. They had to move this whole, and just the thought of all those individuals who knew the ins and outs of that whole uh, cottage and where their bedrooms were and where the cafeteria was and the restrooms and the showers. And now to change them and also to have them intellectually impaired so that you couldn't even explain to them that this changes. You and I know, and if we have to move, whether, if it's more or less not what we want to do, but we have to do it, we can understand and rationalize and say, okay, well, it won't be so bad. I can do this. I can bring that with me. I will see. I could still call my friends. I could still go out to lunch with them. Now you uproot this entire cottage of individuals that they're in unfamiliar places. And I remember talking to family members where one mother would always tell me, when my son visits or my daughter visits, Peter knows the difference. I don't know what it is, she says. Maybe it's the scent of my daughter's shampoo or her hair, or maybe it's, the touch or something. But how do you explain that, everyone that they know, every person that's come and touched them, taken care of them, fed them, washed them, is not going to be in their circle anymore? And just, I mean, if you want to ask me what the the sorrow and the saddest parts are, though, that whole closure was just very, very, very difficult. And individuals passed away, because of it. The change, just they just couldn't take the change. And yet, I'd go to hearing after hearing and listen to the people that are experienced in the field and say, oh, they can handle change, it won't be an issue. And it's like, are you kidding me? It was very sad. I think if I had to think of the things that I couldn't get accomplished, it was, not stopping those closures or preventing the, people from being uprooted like that and the families uprooted. If I have to say what did I feel good about on that was probably, that we did engage with an attorney and we were able to um, have him make arrangements with the state that when placements, because they were sending people hours away from where they lived, they would put them anywhere there was a space, which was cruel. And they were doing it and try to do it quickly. And we were able to move every single person or family, in the individual, closer to their home. At the end of the day, if they wanted to move somewhere, they were able to move again. But that was about, the best we could do. Just stopping the closures was just something that we couldn't do, and I just feel I've let a lot of people down for that. But we'll see. Hopefully, things will get better. We've got to work together. I think having an organization like VOR working for us and guiding us and making sure that we get to our representatives and we put the right message out there and work together. I think that's hopefully will prevent that type of thing from happening in the future. But
My biggest fear.
yeah, yeah.
I can't even imagine.
I don't understand why they are against, congregate care. The ICFs, are the most comprehensive program that CMS offers. On-site doctors and nursing, where can you have that? They can't provide that anywhere else. They have to have the services come to these individuals that are like that. Why would you not want to continue that program for those that choose it? For those that choose it, not everyone.